Hello, I'm Elle Edwards, the Mindset Geek from GoToElle.com, and welcome back. Now, in today's episode, we're going to take just a few moments to consider what happens when you spend too much of your time worrying about how much you haven't done yet, and considering how far behind you are, and thinking about how much you need to catch up. And yes, this episode is inspired by some very real life happening in my own life. Some of you who follow along with the Mindset Minutes will know that I've had a cold this week. You might better hear it in my voice. I'm just about better. I'm, feeling fit and raring to go, but my voice hasn't quite caught up with that realization yet. However, I was reflecting yesterday on the last time I actually sat at my desk and did a proper day's work. And it was about 6 days previously, because we had a half-term holiday, and in the middle of the half-term holiday there was Halloween, and I took the children to my parents' house. Then the end of the week I went off to Southampton and Winchester to help my husband celebrate his birthday a few days early. Lots of fun things, but not much work. And then I was full of good intentions. It's fine, it's no problem. On Monday I can get back to it because I've got lots of stuff to share. I have a whole week's worth of Mindset Minute material already mapped out that I haven't done yet. You can look out for that next week. But I had all these plans and good intentions, and then my body had other ideas, because I don't get ill very often, touch wood, I'm glad to say, but this one really did knock me for 6. I could barely speak properly. Forming coherent sentences was quite challenging, and I spent much of my time just cwtching up, one of my favourite Welsh words, cwtching up with I had ended up with hot lemon and apple cider vinegar, and I was a very naughty vegan. I put honey in it as well, but it helped. I got my voice back, hooray! But it got me to thinking about, okay, so what do we do now? Because there are times in your life, and whether it's because of illness or whether it's just because of circumstances, or life happens, and rarely do things in life go the way that we plan them to. That's not to say that we shouldn't plan. It's great to have an idea and a guide and a direction to be heading. Otherwise, I for one just find myself floundering. When I got to my desk this morning, I was like, okay, I'm feeling better. There's so much to do. I don't know what to do. I was feeling quite scattered without that plan. And so planning is important. It helps guide us in the right direction. But personally, I don't think we should be slaves to our plans, because life happens. And so today's episode is really reflecting on why it is kind of important, really, to have that go with the flow attitude when it comes to bouncing back after a period of, whether it's be a few hours, a few days, or even a few weeks away from your regular day-to-day business life, and life too. I mean, it's all life, isn't it? Because I kind of talked about this a little bit in today's Mindset Minute. There is this temptation to want to play catch up. When I sat and looked at all of my good intentions for the week and all the plans, I've got this to do and that to do, and it was a bit like deer in the headlights moment. I need to catch up. And then I thought, actually, do you know what? The thought of playing catch up is absolutely exhausting. And not just because I'm still not 100% fighting fit. Even if I was feeling amazing and full of energy, playing catch up is rubbish. I'll just put it out there. I don't like playing catch up. This idea of having to scrabble around, because if you start playing catch up, it's almost like you never quite get there. And it does actually do something in your brain as well. Because if you continuously tell yourself, I've got so much to do, I've got too much to do, I'm never going to get all this stuff done, I'm so far behind, I have to catch up, I'm running late, guess what happens? Thanks to that wonderful, amazing reticular activating system that some of you will have heard me harp on about more than one time, your brain will filter in examples of that being true. So you tell your brain enough times that you are late and you don't have enough time and you have too much to do, your brain filters in more and more examples of how that is true. I know it sounds crazy. It's not as if, we do this to ourselves on purpose. It's just the way that we're wired. So instead, I wanted to remind you, you are where you are today. Whether you've had an amazingly productive week, because this episode is going out on a Friday, even if you're not listening to it on a Friday. This episode's gone out on a Friday, so if you're listening to this, relatively live, whether you've had an amazing productive week, or actually it's been a little bit half-powered, you are where you are. It is what it is. You cannot change the place where you are right now today. What you can change is how you feel about where you are, and you can change your story around where you are in order to help propel you into the brand new week. So instead of telling yourself, oh, I'm falling behind, I'm so late, I need to play catch up, stop it. Be kind to yourself. There will be reasons why you are where you are. And I would encourage you to take just a few minutes to think about all the good things that you are thankful for this week. For example, as much as it sounds counterintuitive, I'm actually quite thankful that me getting poorly came straight after half term. Yes, it means I've had a block of nearly a week where I haven't been showing up consistently, where I haven't been saying to people, let's have conversations. I haven't been actively selling my services, all the things that I should do. As business owners, we're told sell every day, show up consistently. Sometimes we can't. But actually, when I reflected on it, I thought, well, if it's going to happen, it feels better to have it happen off the back of me already being disappeared a couple of days. So just make it into a week and then job done. Hopefully, all being well, I can move forward from here and be fit and well. It's a bit of a silly, tenuous example, but that was where my head was at, and it made me feel better about the fact that I haven't really been around as much as I would have liked to have been. And the same will be true for you. So I want you to take some time today to consider the week that is coming to a close. What are those things you are thankful for, those things you are grateful for, those silver linings in your week? And I would remind you, if you haven't had a stellar week, if you feel like, oh, actually, this happened and this happened, I would remind you of my just checking on my fingers, it is 3 words, my 3-word secret magic wand solution for how you can be your own silver lining spotter. Say these things out loud. Okay, this has happened, that has happened, that's happened, but at least. And then see what comes up. Okay, I've been away from my desk for nearly a week, but at least I can show up consistently next time. But at least I'm starting to feel better. It makes me actually really thankful and appreciative of most of the time when my body is really fit and well, and maybe I should be a bit kinder to it sometimes. Be your own silver lining spotter. You can use but at least to find those silver linings, even if your week hasn't been stellar. So if you feel like you're playing catch up, if you feel like you're behind, stop it. Tell yourself you have all the time you need. Everything is what it is. You can move forward from here. But then use those 3 magic words, but at least, to find some silver linings. And as ever, if you need some help with that silver lining spotting, yep, that's right, I would invite you to book your Boost Your Bounce Back call. If you want to chat with me, we can do that. Go to l.com/boost. However, I'm well aware of the fact some people listening to this like, Elle, you're brand new to me. I am not jumping on a call with you. That would be absolutely terrifying. I'm not terrifying. I'm lovely and delightful, but I know what it feels like. There's somebody who you've only just starting to get to know and they invite you to talk to them. No. If that feels scary, don't worry. I have other options. Go to l.com. You can sign up for my free resources. You can get some emails from me, get to know me a little bit better, because then it'll be less scary. But if you're ready to talk, you want some help, Boost Your Bounce Back is at go2l.com/boost. In the meantime, thank you for watching. I will be back on Tuesday, so that some of you will know these episodes, they used to be daily. I've now cut them back after our month-long expedition in October, where we were focusing on using your brain gymnastics to get you writing. I've now cut the episodes back to twice a week. So it is what it is, but it means I'll be back on Tuesday, not tomorrow. However, in the meantime, smile, have yourself a delightful day. I've been Elle from go2l.com. Take care. Bye-bye.